Well, hello and welcome to the winter event. My name is Gary, and sitting next to me is Blair. And we welcome you to what's going to be an awesome event tonight. We get to talk with some of our teammates around our headquarters, and you get to learn about what's happening. The inside scoop, Blair. It's the inside scoop on everything.
That's true.
All right, along the way, Blair, we are giving away some prizes as we often do. Blair's got the prize pack ready to go. I believe we're doing the Supernova, the RSTX3, and the Reality Check. All these balls have been crushing it. They're top of the line, awesome products, right?
Yeah, they're favorites of every brand. Our pro staff has talked about these balls nonstop since they came out, and we're excited to give them away. All you have to do is comment in the comment section. You can say anything, and you'll be entered to win. We'll be randomly selecting. I have my random number generator over here, and we'll be picking.
It's a cell phone. It's right
Cell
there.
phones do everything.
They do
nowadays.
everything now.
They can
That's
pick
true.
winners. They can make phone calls. They do it all.
It's good. Well, we're glad that you tuned in. And if you're watching live, that's the way to win. And if you're watching this down the road sometime, hey, next time we have one of these events, try to watch it live so you can win. Because you cannot win if it's recorded. Sorry. But please watch and enjoy. Top of the list, like our rundown for the show, we've got a message from our brand managers at each of the brands. We have an international chat where I got to actually sit down with our Chief International Business Development Officer who's been with the company a very long time and travels the world. And I just thought it was interesting to find out how like bowling is different in different parts of the world. So we had a little chat with Tyler Jensen, and so we will throw it that direction first. All right, everyone. Well, we got a great chance to catch up with none other than Tyler Jensen, who is our Chief International Business Development Officer. Tyler, that's a mouthful. What exactly do you do?
I am Gary. First off, thanks for having me. Very happy to be and excited to be on the winter event show. We've been doing these a little bit now at Storm, and I just think it's a great way a great thing that you and your team are doing, giving the public a little insight in the Storm HQ and all our processes that make us the Bowlers Company. So thank you very much for having me, and looking forward to a little chat.
Yeah,
But
it's always
to your
exciting.
original question.
Do what?
Oh, sorry. To your original question, I think the real title is International Man of Mystery, because I get that a lot. What do you do? And
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna go the International Man of Mystery of Storm Products, and I think it's very fitting.
I think it's a great title. I'm very intrigued now. So I am a domestic only kind of a guy. I don't travel internationally. I don't have a clue about it. So I'm very interested to find out the differences because bowling around the world is perceived differently, as you have told me in the past. So can you share with the audience like what are some of the differences?
Well, it's almost like two separate businesses at Storm. It really is, even though it's the same game. We're rolling the ball at the pins, and it's that the playing field is the same. The business is quite different. We have our own set of bowling balls that are developed for the international markets, and we use the feedback on the lane conditions. So we tweak the cover stocks. They've got a little bit different colors than what we would have here domestically. So it's basically a whole nother arm of Storm products, and it's very exciting to be in it too, because you're missing out traveling internationally, Gary. You gotta get on that plane there and go see some of the coolest places in the world.
I definitely would like to go to, I've been to Australia before. I've been to Germany, but that was there was no business, right? The business is just different. The business side of it is different. So I have traveled a bit, but I don't travel to the extent that you do and your team does. And it's interesting to me because, again, you mentioned something so simple as, well, we develop our own kind of product line, so to speak, and a lot of it is wrapped around colors and maybe changes or iterations within cover stock performance. And so you're heavily relying on feedback from the distribution network. Is that kind of your main
Yeah,
source of input?
the distribution network, our partners internationally, most of them have their own testing staff. So we will develop a product and we will send it over to our partners, and they will bowl with it. And just hey, something that just came in my mind. The logistics of this also make it so difficult. We're bowling balls are not the easiest thing to ship, right? They're pretty easy to put in a box and send them some way, but they're heavy and pretty expensive. So they'll actually, when we're conducting our tests, they might have to re-drill the ball 2 or 3 times, because when we're making balls in the lab for these test balls, we can't send over 8 or 12 balls. We might only be able to send 2 of a model, and we have to get feedback from different testers. So it can cause them to have to be plugged and drilled, which is kind of wild. But we're trying to do our best here from 5,000 miles away. So we try and get creative and come up with some interesting solutions.
Yeah, and you yourself, you live domestically. You live in Texas, is correct?
Correct. Yep, I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, right in downtown, and but it's just a wonderful hub for travel. Part of my duties of the International Man of Mystery include coming to Storm. Trying to get out there every other week or once a month or so, and just helps me be connected better with the office and the feedback we're getting out in the field. So yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone enjoys when you come to town. You bring a ray of sunshine with you. It must be the Texas weather. So I know the team at HQ loves seeing you. Tyler, I'm going to put you on the spot. It has nothing to do with business, but in your travels and in talking with all the folks around the world, who do you think, in your opinion, is the best bowler that we have never heard of here in the U.S.? Is that even?
Oh, I don't, I don't even know. I can't answer that one. That's a question. There is some amazing young talent coming out of Seoul, of Korea. It it's just so much fun to watch the youth really hone their craft. The dedication that they'll take to practice, and the time that the youth now will put in, and the knowledge that they have of the equipment. It's just amazing to have a 12 or a 14-year-old. That's when I kind of got involved with Storm, and the amount of knowledge that they know about our products now it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. And you get a 12-year-old telling you about RGs and differentials, and I didn't have this stuff when I was growing up. What is going on?
Yeah, thank you, YouTube. Right?
Yes, yeah.
It's a different world for sure. And as a little backstory to you and your path at Storm, when you were a young man, you asked your mom and dad for a trip to Storm HQ as a birthday present. Is that true? Is that a true story?
It is. That is a 12-year-old wish that came true for me. They said, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I said, "I want to go watch and make a bowling ball at Storm. I want to see how this is done. I love the company. It's the only ball that I use, and at that time, it's like Forest Fire and Firestorms, Pacific Storms. Back when Storm was just getting started. And yeah, I got to come tour the plant. I got to go off at the factory. We call it the Yellow Brick Road, and they let me sneak off of it a little bit. So I got to wander into I got to go to the R&D lab. That'll be something that I'll just never forget. But what a wonderful, cool birthday gift. And couldn't thank my parents enough for that, or Mr. and Mrs. Chrisman. I mean, it's just been an amazing journey with these people.
Yeah, and then fast forward to now, and you've been a part of Storm for a long time. And of course, your role now, it's many different hats. We joke sometimes because you're doing a lot of product development overseas, but you've got your hands in just about everything at Storm. And it's pretty cool that young 12-year-old Tyler is running this worldwide stage, so to speak. And I know it's a team effort, and I know you've got an awesome team. And you mentioned Mr. Chrisman, and your relationship with Bill and Barbara goes back all that time. It goes back to when you were a kid. You probably saw him when you came on that tour when you were 12 years old. and now you come to Storm and you sit in his office and you guys talk business on the international stage. It's got to be pretty exciting.
It is. It's a dream come true, Gary.
All right, Tyler. Well, listen, thank you for sharing a little bit about what's happening on the international scene. I appreciate that you ducked the question about who is the best bowler I have not yet seen or heard of, but I did hear that in Seoul, it is a lot of up-and-coming talent there. Is there another hot spot in the world that seems to be?
There is a big world, I think, movement of bowling for the youth. We just finished a trip to Europe that we got to go on, and to see the youth there is really incredible and exciting. And there's just a lot of positive things going on in the international bowling scene. And I think it's much like here with how your team has done the SYCs, and what a great event those have been together. We have the U22, which maybe we got to work on that name a little bit, since it's a little cumbersome, but yeah, it's just some great stuff that's going on.
All right, Tyler. Hey, thanks for your time, and enjoy whatever your next trip is out of the beautiful U.S. and outside of Fort Worth. I hope it's a safe one and a successful one.
Wonderful. Thank you, Gary. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the winter event, and hopefully the holidays are fantastic, and thanks for everybody for bowling up a storm.
All right, Blair. Well, there you go. We get to hear from our friend Tyler Jensen, who actually, he travels in and out, like he said, to Utah. And his last trip, he planned it perfect because the weather was terrible for a while. Then he showed up, and like I joked when I chatted with him, he brings the sunshine. As soon as he arrived, it was sunny out. Just letting you know. Speaking of a man with a sunny disposition and, might I say, some crazy hair, Blair.
Yes.
We are talking about none other than Roto-Grip brand manager Chris Schlemmer, a.k.a. Schlem, a.k.a. Schlem Diggity. Schlem Diggity, make it stick. So Schlem has a product update, and then when we get back from Schlem's update, Blair, I think you're picking our first winner of the night.
Yes.
The winner is getting a Storm Supernova. And so let's listen in to what Schlem's got to tell us, and then we'll give away a ball.
Chris Schlemmer here, aka Roto Schlem. We're here for the winter event, and I've got some exciting stuff to tell you about what's happening here in the world of Roto-Grip. In case you haven't seen or heard or living under a rock or whatever the hell's going on, let me tell you one thing right here. This ball right here is going to make some noise. The regular gem has been fantastic. That ball launched back in March, and as you know, there's been plenty of people asking, and finally, the time was right, and we figured things out, and boom, now we got a pearlized version. So it's that same core as we have in the original gem, and we took that same cover stock, turned it into pearlized, and it's factory shine. And so yes, this does feature our reactive gloss finish, which is brand new here in production at Storm headquarters. So again, this is our first take of Roto-Grip having a shiny ball, new stuff. It's just new all the way around. I think the best way to explain it, with the fact that it's a Microtrax Pearl, it's 100% nano load. And so what that means is it's going to create, it's never going to miss the mid lane. I think that's the biggest thing that everybody said to me so far. We've now had them in a few matchmakers. Some other people have got to throw them. We've had some tour staffers throw them here and there, and they're like, well, hey, this ball's different. So for those, you're going to have the customers that need that. So that's what's going to be coming next. So that's coming in a few weeks. And in the meantime, we also got some other great ones. We got X3, like I said, Gem's still crushing it. X2 still doing great too. Another one to touch home on, Auto Cosmos. We're seeing a lot of honor scores coming through with that. And I know that for some people, it almost maybe kind of got lost a little bit, but the Auto Cosmos is running over. We just had somebody recently shoot like 848 or something with it. We've had some big scores coming through. And I know we recently did some video stuff. stuff. I don't know if we've got it published yet, but Simo even mentioned that for him, he feels that it's like the original Idol. It blends the lane out, it clears the heads, it gives them that mid lane shape. The cover can go up and down. He goes, in fact, it kind of gives me that benchmark ball type of vibe. And so, yeah, so we got that shaking as well. And of course, we got the Hype series, solids, pearls, hybrid, the hustles, they're crushing it. One other thing I wanted to share with you, it is that time of year. I have been working on stuff. I can now tell you that there is Roto-Grip apparel on order. We've went through the designing stages. It took a few months. All that product is ordered. We're going through it right now. Like I said, probably fingers crossed by the end of December. I'm hoping before Christmas. So be sure to check out rotogrip.com for that. And in the meantime, don't worry, Roto Schlem's got some other stuff cooking. Can't tell you what's coming, but just know that there's some good stuff in the oven right now. So until next time on Roto Schlem, see ya.
All right, everyone, and there's your update from Roto Schlem, and good stuff going on. You touched on one of the balls that's like been a sleeper ball a little bit, Blair, is Idol Cosmos.
Yes.
This ball is crushing it. We're getting, you specifically, getting those inbound messages to Roto-Grip, you're seeing the results of this ball.
Lots of honor scores. It's a very smooth reaction, which is great, and it overcomes some over-under on those league conditions that most people see.
Yeah.
So.
Blair, guess what? It's time to give away our first prize of the night, and we've got a winner, and his name is...
I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong.
Snedeker!
Marcus Snedeker? That's our
Why
guess.
a question mark? We're going with Snedeker. We're going to blend it all together.
I don't know. Yeah, however you pronounce your name, you're the winner. You are random generated. You can comment on Facebook or on YouTube in the chat to be entered to win. So
Blair, how does Marcus let you know his specs and what weight? Because he won a Supernova bowling ball.
You just email me, blair.b@stormbowling.com.
Love it.
Yeah.
We got 2 more balls to give away tonight, and they're super awesome as well. So, Marcus, congratulations. Thanks for watching live. By the way, just so you know, you can win multiple times, Marcus. So
it's random.
Don't hang up. Hang up.
Yep.
Don't hang that phone up. Speaking of social media, Blair, you wanted to provide all of us with a little info on, I don't know, what channel to tune into to get what within all of our ecosystem, right? All of our social ecosystem.
Yeah, we have many, many, many social channels. So wherever you love to be, and we know scrolling is so addictive. You may be in line for something and you're wasting time, especially we have some Black Fridays coming up. So people probably will be shopping, standing in line, wasting time. So we have channels on every major platform: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can find all of our brands, Storm, Roto-Grip, and 900 Global there. Now, if you prefer to maybe watch some longer format videos, or you just like watching videos in general, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have some new series that are coming up that are releasing in the new year.
Oh, so fun.
Yep, and we're always coming up with new ideas. So definitely subscribe to YouTube. Instagram, we are at 99,000. And at 100,000 followers on the Storm Instagram channel, we're giving away a night road. So we're really close.
All right.
So if you don't like Storm on Instagram yet, go like it, because you could be that person that sends us over and you could pick up a new night road. Facebook.
Blair, do I hit subscribe on all? Should I just hit subscribe to all of them?
You could hit subscribe to all of them, but they aren't all called subscribe.
I want to subscribe to them all.
You could follow some of them. You
Okay.
can like other ones, and you can subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe is where you...
Yeah, that way you get pinged for notifications, right?
100%.
Yeah.
And we're always sharing any new info and new releases, new videos. You'll always see it first if you like our channels.
Blair, I love what's going on in our social channels. I think they're really fun and informative. And I know one of the things that you and your team really care about is everyone watching, because we
It's
really
the
do look at
community.
it like we don't do the channels for us. We do them for you,
Sure.
and we do them to celebrate this great game and all of our community. And when you do something good, Blair tries to get through it and give you a shout out.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's cool. They're
Yeah,
your channels.
And honor scores come up a lot. And if you want to submit your photo with the ball that you use, there's a link on our website that you hit. It says submit your honor score. It's on the homepage. You just have to scroll down a little bit. And that goes directly into the inbox. And we go through those and we try to share as many as we possibly can. We do get quite a few, but we love to feature people. And if you have a cool story, I think that is my favorite part of my job is I get to connect with every person. And whether you're buying a Storm bowling ball for the first time or you're adding to your collection, we get those photos all the time of people with their collection of Storm bowling balls.
Yeah.
Like, we love hearing from you no matter where you're at. So definitely send them in.
The last thing I want to say about most of the content that we put up, I love how just organic, raw, and authentic it is. So not a lot of doctoring up of high-end videos. These are not supposed to be commercials you're going to see in the middle of, Monday Night Football. We try to keep it real. And so therefore you do a lot of just even using your phone. I mean, you do have a nice phone, but a lot of that is just the way you would film things at home.
Yep.
We use that same technique to capture a lot of the content, right?
Well, if you're watching SportsCenter, right? Like you're watching the top 10.
Yeah.
And most of the time, at least 2 of the featured top 10 videos
Moments.
came from a cell phone.
Right.
So even on ESPN, they're using cell phone captured videos. Don't be afraid. If your friend is on their very first 300, capture that moment because we'll share it and it will make it raw and authentic.
Yeah.
So.
We want to give the shout out, so please do that.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a lot of bowling equipment tonight. We're talking about a lot of great bowling balls. Some new, some have been out just a short while. And our dear friend, Mr. Jason Belmonte, has a small video. And when we get back from that, I am going to drop some unbelievably major news on all of you.
And we have another winner, too.
And a winner.
G'day guys, Jason Belmonte here, and I'm at the Gold Coast Hotel Casino here in Viva Las Vegas, and we're going to talk a little bit about this new bowling ball that I have in my hand, the Fate. Now, for those that are interested in more of the interworkings, more of the science behind the bowling ball, we've got a brand new weight block inside. It's called the F8, which has an RG of 252 and a differential of 053. So you're gonna see this ball kind of look and feel a little like a Wolverine, but with a little bit more jump there on the back because we've wrapped it in a pearlized REX cover. One of the things that I have been really excited about Fate is that through my progress in collaboration balls, I've really learned and discovered so much more about how we make bowling balls, why we make them the way that we do, and how we can design them to fit in our arsenals. And through each of the collaborations, the knowledge that I've really soaked in from the R&D team at Storm has been really mind-opening, and I've really enjoyed it. So with Fate, it's probably the most input with this collaboration that I've actually had the opportunity to give. So I'm super excited to throw this down the lane. Now, if you're looking for, you don't know, you don't care about the numbers, you're just looking at ball shape, I'm gonna throw this a few times. And I want you guys to have a look at how easy it pushes through the front part of the lane and the movement that it makes on the back. It's one of those, will not quit on you. Give it a little extra room, you've always got that belief it's gonna come back. And that is because of that F8 weight block. So check it out. It's just remarkable. Yeah, the guys in the R&D department, through our conversations, what they've been able to create here is a ball that I feel like the further I get it going to the right, the more confidence I have that I'm going to see it recover back to the pocket. And that REX cover and a pearlized cover gives me the length that I need, but it's not so clean that it misses the spot. It's a really phenomenal kind of combination of materials, physics, and of course the coloring looks pretty cool to me. I absolutely love the bright neon pink logo on this very deep ocean blue pearlized cover. It is such a pretty ball, rolls amazing, and as you can see, goes to the pins pretty well too. One of the conversations that I've had over the years is after every collaboration ball, I love to be able to talk to the consumer and see what they thought of it, what they liked about it, what they didn't like about it. Over the last few collaboration balls, we definitely tried to create bowling balls that were a little smoother off the back end of the pattern, that we wanted to roll a little heavy, but not necessarily be too angular. And I think after listening to a lot of players around the world, they were really excited to see a ball that actually gave us a little more angle down lane. And so having those 252 RGs and the 053 differentials, it really allows that bowling ball to change direction, continue in that direction really aggressively, which allows you to open the lane up, create a lot of entry of angle, gives you a few more strikes. So this is going to be a bowling ball that when it's time to hook the lane a little and you want to see a little bit more shape, this is definitely a ball you want to pull out of your bag. The one thing I want people to feel when they roll a fade down the lane is I want them to know that they've got a bowling ball in their hand that it's going to give them a little bit more room down lane. It's going to hit the pins just a tiny little bit harder. It's going to give them a little bit more confidence in striking. I want them to feel like when they throw this ball, there should be no doubt that if they let it go and it hits their target, they're going to have a great chance at striking. One of the really cool things about this F8 weight block is there are a lot of bowling balls out there that, you know, you have to throw them a certain way. And if there's any change in that release, you can really see a distinctive difference in the way that it goes to the pins. But the science behind this weight block really does allow you to manipulate your hand position, create a lot of different rotations, and you still see that really great transfer of energy from ball to pins. So I'm going to throw a couple of different shots here. The first one's going to be a little bit more forward, kind of get my hand behind it, smooth the back end a little bit, if that's what I wanted to do. See how it still hits the pins fantastic. And then the next shot, I'm going to move a little further left, really get my hand to the side of the ball, create a lot more of that side rotation. But you'll see, it still really hits the pocket in a beautiful way. Oof. So a little more forward, the ability to control that back end, but still the transfer of energy to send that messenger across, fantastic. Now we'll jump a little further left again, get my hand on the side of the ball, create that extra angle of entry. Maybe we'll throw another messenger. Well, no messenger, but that's from a long way left. It went a long way right, and then if you watch the replay on that and you see the way that the ball exits the pin deck, you'll see how much angle it was able to create through that pin deck. It would have run over the 8-pin spot, which is so great to see when you are trying to create a little bit more of that angle of entry through the pins. This FA weight block mixed with the REX Pearl cover is such a beautiful combination. It's versatile. It allows you to throw it multiple different ways, and you don't sacrifice any of that hitting power. If you want to improve your scoring, get your hands on a fade.
All right, well, good job there, Belmo. I love this ball. The Fate is, you know, some of our staff members get the ball a little early, and they do that so they can give continued feedback, and they can help you make a decision if Fate would be the right ball for you. And I can just tell you the hype and the buzz around Fate, is more than any other Belmo ball has ever been. And no, you don't have to use two hands in order to use it effectively. Blair, speaking of fate, we've got a really nice contest going on. It just started a week ago, and we're actually still in week 1, and it will continue for 4 weeks. So what are some of the ways and how do people enter to win their very own fate of their choice?
Well, there are 8 ways to win the fate. See what we did there? So 8 ways you can snap a pic with the fate in a pro shop. So head into a pro shop.
Which it comes out on the 18th, which
Correct.
is Friday.
Yeah, but they should be on the shelves in pro shops. Some pro shops may not have it till Friday.
So take a pic holding the fate.
Yes. Or it could just be like a selfie and it's posing behind you. While you're there, grab a picture with the pro shop operator because that's the second way to win a fate.
And those are the 2 biggest, like you get entries, right? If you do those actions, you get like multiple entries.
Totally.
Okay, so you want to do both of those actions for sure.
Yes. Other actions, you just need to go visit our website and you can do that daily. And you'll go through the contest portal and it'll help you. It'll take you straight to the page you need to go to. Visit some of our social platforms. And there's 4 other ways. There's also just a bonus entry that you can do daily. Just go and click the button and you are entered again.
Nice.
And we'll be giving away 4 fates. So you can find the website on stormberlin.com on the fate page. So go check out the fate and enter to win.
All right. It's our way to give back. It's almost the holiday season, Blair, and we just want to give you prizes and gifts.
True that.
And speaking of prizes and gifts, we are launching a new program, which will actually drop, Blair, as you kids say, on the 15th of January, and then every 15th following of the month, like so February 15th and March 15th and so on and so on. And this is called SPI Plus. And this is all the amazing, no one else has it, content from all your favorite people like our pro staff, from the brains of the outfit like Hank Boomershine or a Steve Klemkin or a Chad McLean or a Alex Hoskins. And they are going to be breaking down cool stuff and content for you guys, anyone that's a member of our new club, SPI Plus, Blair.
Yes.
And we've got some special, opportunities toward the end of this year to get signed up for it at no charge. And I gotta tell you, this will be a subscription-based service. And so sign up so that you don't have to pay. And you'll see signups going out December 1st. So after Thanksgiving, we'll let Thanksgiving air itself out. And then on December 1st, you'll see through email and through our social platforms and on our website, you will see, hey, how do you become a member of SPI Plus? And by doing so, before the beginning, you have a whole month to get registered, no excuses, and become one of the inaugural people in this special club. You will not, you're not going to get spam. It's not about selling you anything. It's about giving you some amazing, cool stuff. Blair, I'm so excited for SPI Plus.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned that you can find out about it in email or social, but I think that you'll be able to find it out through some tournament clubs as well, right?
Yeah. Tournament clubs, you're going to see SPI Plus everywhere. So
Yes.
My recommendation is
To
when
sign
you
up.
see it, click the little link, sign up. It will be free through the end of this year.
Yes.
So you'll have the whole month of December to sign yourself up. Or, Blair, because this is a cool little club, you could give it as a gift.
Totally. It's a
This
great
could be
gift
a
idea.
Great gift
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I
for
would
someone.
love it.
You could give someone SPI Plus and they don't even know you didn't pay for it. It's free because
Yeah.
you could sign them up.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So more on that December 1st. December 1st, start looking for SPI Plus. Like, plus, like a plus symbol. Is that how you do it? Like a hashtag, Blair? Is that a hashtag?
I don't know. I don't do that.
I don't even know what's happening.
Okay, well, I have a new winner. Do you
Great, let's
want
go.
to announce the next winner?
It is, well, I can tell you about the ball. It is a Roto-Grip
Yes.
ball, and it is hot RSTX3.
I want to
Is
draw that one
going
next.
to who?
Austin Boyle. Austin, you are the winner.
Austin Boyle.
So Austin, send me an email, blair.b@stormbowling.com, and you will take home your very own RST X3.
Are you serious, Schneiderberger? Schneiderberger said, "Oh no," or "Oh my." What did he say?
I don't know.
Marcus said,
Oh, dang.
Snedeker said, "Oh dang."
Because you didn't win
You already
twice.
won.
That's funny.
You
But
already won.
someone did ask in the comments if they comment more, if that increases entries. And the way that we're doing it, it does because it's totally random. So you want your comment to get pulled.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
I see.
anyway, don't spam us, but you do want to enter. as
Yeah,
much
make
as
a nice
possible.
comment. I love
Yeah.
the comments that say, "How's everyone doing tonight?" I saw that comment from a Lindsay earlier. I thought,
Yeah.
that's so cool. And didn't Lindsay win a prize on one of our other shows?
She did. Just last week, she won Belmo Ball. The Fate
Jeez.
Ball. So,
Jeez, Lindsay.
and she's entered to win tonight.
That's
so
cool.
she's on the winning streak.
All right, we have one more prize to give away tonight. We told you about SPI Plus. We visited around the world with Tyler Jensen. We heard from Schlem. We talked about social media with none other than Miss Blair, who handles all that good stuff. You got to hear about the fate directly from the guy himself, Belmo. I think there's one more brand that we need to chat about tonight before we get close to wrapping up and give our final prize away. And that is our friend Matt Kabansky, the brand manager at 900 Global. And Matt, you know, he was kind enough to actually just film right in his house. And he's got a pet ceiling fan. You can see, because you know, like I told you, sometimes it's just so authentic and real. It's cool. So turn up the audio and enjoy a little message from our brand manager who's doing an amazing job, Blair. The 900 Global brand is in good hands, and Matt is driving that. He's driving that, or what is it called? Like steering that ship or driving that bus, or what do you call it?
I think either of those works.
Okay. Well, he's doing a good job, and I'm super excited about what's going on with the brand. And so here's Matt with a little info.
Hi, everybody. It's Matt Kabansky, the 900 Global Brand Manager, and thanks for tuning in to the winter event. It's my job to give you a little update on what we've got going on here at 900 Global. Lots of moving parts. The season's really starting to pick up, and some new and exciting things are on the way. First and foremost, I'd like to mention our summer releases that have been out for a little while now, but I think it bears repeating to remind everyone how great they both are. The Reality Check and the Wolverine Dark Moss. Reality Check again features a brand new cover. It's the S84 Response cover, and it's the same great core that's found in the original Reality. Definitely a little bit cleaner reaction than what the original Reality is, and more angular on the back end, and just a completely different shape, but a great complement to the original Reality. I'm working on a video for that. That should be out pretty soon, just showing you the differences between the two against a variety of patterns, medium, long, and house conditions, just to show everyone exactly how those two balls complement each other. And then we've got the Wolverine Dark Moss, very similar to the previous Wolverine, a great skid flip option and a ball that you can move in with and have confidence that it's going to recover on the back end for you. So those two were released at the end of July. I just wanted to remind everyone how great they both are and how they complement not only the balls in our line, but also our friends at Storm and Roto-Grip. Everything works very well together. Moving on to the new stuff. Next week is actually this Friday is the street date for the brand new Zen U. This ball's generated a lot of interest and a lot of good questions. Whenever we release a ball, I normally get a lot of questions from staffers and just random people. I honestly cannot remember the last time I had this many questions and this many people contact me about a ball, though. They really seem to be creating a lot of buzz. So just a quick rundown. It is a brand new cover for us. It's the S35 Plus Urethane. It's going to be a cover, as you can see, if you go to stormbowling.com, 900global.com, you can see YouTube videos posted of the 4 different styles throwing it. And you can see that the ball is pretty strong. It's not really one of those balls when most people think urethane, it's going to be for fresh, short patterns. I honestly would not recommend it for that. It's going to be for once that shorter pattern blends out and it becomes a little bit more even on the back end, that ball is going to really come into play. So anyway, brand new cover. It's a more responsive urethane than what most people are used to seeing, but it will work very well in tandem with the original Pitch Black from Storm and also the UC3 from Rotogrip. And it also bears mentioning that the core is the exact same shape as the previous Zen cores. It's the density has just been changed, and when I say the density's changed, that really affects your RG and differentials. You've got a much lower RG and higher differential on the original Zen Master, and Zen Soul, but on this one you get a higher RG and a lower differential to be combined with the urethane cover, which will work very well. You don't want to have the core be too strong on any sort of urethane pieces. So make sure to check that out this Friday at your VIP Pro Shop. Like I said, again, this one's creating a lot of buzz, and looking forward to getting that out there for everybody and seeing some results with it sooner rather than later. Moving on to some apparel. We've had the same apparel for a while, and it's really is my fault. There's no excuse to not have some new stuff. So I'm working on that right now. I'm working on some new stock apparel, and then also our friends over at Cool Wick, we're looking at adding a couple of more global standard pieces, so make sure to be on the lookout for those. We've already got a few designs in mind and some mock-ups that I'm excited to get out there, so just a matter of pulling the trigger and getting a few more parts added in to complete the puzzle. So make sure to look for those soon, and hopefully we'll have those out there for you, tournament time or so, sometime February, January. We're hoping we can have that out for everybody. Lastly, we're already working on new releases. We're always working on new releases. We're trying to stay ahead of the game as much as we can, and I'm very excited about this next one. I'm excited about all of them, but this next one is going to be very, very interesting, and I'm really interested to see how everybody reacts to it. I don't want to give too much away because if I do, I get in trouble. But I will say, I'll give you the tagline for it. It's something that that everyone's been asking for, and the tagline for the new product that's going to be our next release is "You've waited long enough." So do with that what you will. More information to come on that sooner rather than later, and excited to get that out for everybody. That'll be out sometime early next year, and hey, we're already working in stuff into the summer too. Several really good ideas for some new pieces in the summer, and some missing pieces, some stuff that I think that we've been missing for a while now. But we'll hopefully fill in those gaps within our own product line and complement the other 2 product lines as well. So trying to stay ahead of the game as much as possible. Hit a little bit of lull there. September, October is always traditionally a little slow, but as the weather's turning colder up north and all around the country, as a matter of fact, things are really starting to pick up now. So we're looking forward to getting everybody into the full swing of the season and getting some great products out there to help everybody in their bowling endeavors. So that's really what's going on with Global right now. It has been a bit slower lately, but we're really looking forward to things picking up. So we're here if you need us, and any questions can be directed my way, and I'd be more than happy to help. So until next time I talk to everybody, go Global.
Yeah, Matt Kabansky, what's up? Speaking of Global, Blair, I think it's time are we really giving away the Global ball right now?
Reality check coming your way.
We're doing it right now. I'll tell you what, this ball is so good. I say that a lot, but it just is. It just rolls amazing, and it's super adjustable. So
and it strikes for everyone. Remember, we did the reality check challenge when we had Stephanie here, Sean Rash here, and Sloan here.
Yeah.
And everyone
was that live? Did that happen?
Was live. Yeah,
that's right.
You were on it.
I can't remember.
All right. Well, you know who will remember that they won a reality check? Christopher Ehrenberg. Christopher, you are our 3rd and final winner tonight. Thanks for everyone for commenting. And yeah, that's our last winner.
All right. And sweet, before you guys leave, you know that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Blair and I do a show. And it is called The Morning Bowl. It is on at 9 a.m. Utah time, Mountain Standard Time. And we know that you can't always tune in live, but we always try to get some fun guests. Tomorrow on the Morning Bolt, we have none other than Mike Sleds. And if you don't know Mike Sleds, great guy, been around the industry a long time, way high up at PBA and Bolero, and he's talking about what's new with both those two entities, right, Blair?
Yeah, so we'll hear about the new tournament that's coming, and
Which we're going to bowl it.
we are.
We are going to Wisconsin to bowl.
I don't promote
Wisconsin.
myself bowling because I don't want people to watch.
So he's going to break down
Yes.
everything about this new event. It's in an inaugural year.
Yeah,
It's in a great part. It's just a suburb of Milwaukee, which if you've never been to that part of the country, unbelievably beautiful, super great people.
super nice.
Yeah, super nice. So tune into the Morning Bolt when you can. You can also watch it back on Facebook, I believe, Blair.
Yeah, that one's on Facebook only. We do air some Morning Bolts on both channels.
On YouTube and Facebook.
Right. But since it's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we stick to Facebook. But the one that will be airing on both Facebook and YouTube is our annual Holiday Bolt where Gary becomes Oprah.
Yeah, Holiday Bowl. This would be the third Holiday Bowl
Yes.
that we've had annual.
Yeah.
We do it in my living room at home with our Christmas tree and our hot chocolates, and we do it in the evening time. And it's me, you, and Leanne,
Yes.
and sometimes our dogs. I imagine this year our dogs will be running around and eating the Christmas
My
tree.
dog cannot come. My dog is not
It'll
invited.
and we wear pajamas and we hang out, and we invite you to put that on your schedule December 15th. And it's just a fun, it's been a great show. And by the way, we give away way cool prizes, like
Yeah.
things you can't buy.
Yeah.
And that we save them throughout the year. And then we look for like, what cool thing could we give to someone watching as a gift? And every year it's awesome.
We have a couple of one-of-a-kind gifts already this year that we've been collecting all year long. So definitely you'll want to, well, I'll give one away. Here's your spoil. So I have a 900 Global Spare Ball, which is that beautiful yellow poly ball
Yeah.
that is signed by several 900 Global staffers. That's one
Yeah.
of the prizes. One of a
So-
kind.
Cool stuff like that you really just can't buy. They're truly one-of-a-kind gifts. And so we'll have a great show. We'll do that. Blair, thanks for being the co-host tonight.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me on, and I'm glad that we got to share lots of new information. Remember, we do this quarterly, so I imagine that we'll be back. Now, will the next one be,
In 2023.
will it be the spring event?
We'll be back in 2023, in the first quarter of 2023.
All right, well, okay, we'll be back.
We'll be back then. Hey, listen, keep an eye on SPI Plus, people. It's going to be awesome. You won't want to miss it. Take care, be good to each other, and we'll see